Today we're talking about the value of ambition. Now, I've got to say, today I am not ambitious in the slightest. In fact, the past few days I've not been ambitious. I had Saturday and Sunday off. I broke the whole streak that I had, which was 30-something days. I totally needed to. Saturday, I was absolutely dead. The dog didn't get a walk, didn't leave the house, just checked out for the day. Yesterday, did a load of stuff. Very ambitious yesterday in many ways, which was very, very good. And then at the same time, knackered myself out for today. I thought, don't even give a shit about any of this. I have no ambition for this. And so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. So number one, my lack of ambition for money. Now, ambition, we talked about like desire. Yeah, I want this. I would like that. I would like to be desired. These are all wonderful things, but ambition is more, you've got that get up and go to take the actions to make things happen. So you can be ambitious, but not focused in any way, shape or form. You go, I want to do something. I want to start a business. Okay, what? No idea. I want to make loads of money. Okay, and to what end? I got no idea. I just want to make loads of money. Okay. So these kind of ambitions can be really stupid, basically, for want of a better word. They can be moronic. Because if you just have an ambition, like I said, with this success, just this end thing. I want a yacht. Why? Now, don't get me wrong, people have done some great things with a simple ambition of, I want that car. Don't think that an ambition is a foolish thing or a stupid thing or a really selfish thing to have. It's not in the slightest. It's all about how you use it to serve yourself and use it to serve others. It's all about the health of the self and the community. This is the thing that people have thought, like, oh, I will be a sovereign individual. I will look after myself, take care of number one, fuck everyone else. I don't need anyone. The human is a social creature. We absolutely need one another. We don't all have to agree. We don't all have to get on all the time. We don't all have to like or love each other. But we need one another. So this ambition of, oh, I will just take care of me. It's whatever, I will get this X money, I will get X car, X apartment, X girlfriend, this. Well, then you will have a lot of ex-girlfriends, trust me. The idea that I just want more, bigger is better, and that kind of thing. That kind of ambition is really foolish. And I've been down the whole route of money. I want money. I just, money. Not money over everything, but I need money. And it ruined my health. My health was already ruined anyway, but it ruined my health even more. And it ruined my mental health a lot. And I'd question myself often, like, what are my drivers here? Because I've always had this really... I had a very Christian upbringing, and therefore I guess these kind of morals and standards inside of me of don't screw over anyone else. That Machiavellian idea of I will step on you and pull you down and stab you in the back, whatever, just to get what I want and what I feel I need. I am going to do whatever the cost, whatever, I don't give a fuck. I've never had that mentality. I'm much more... I'll take the hit, I'll suffer because I'm already suffering, I'm already taking the hit, and better me than someone else. I feel like I'm a bit of a cunt, so I probably deserve it. I'm not the nicest guy all the time. I've done so many things wrong, so sure, you seem like a nice person, let me take the hit. And that's all well and good, but then you take so many hits, you're like, whoa, hold on a sec, fuck this shit. So I'm in this really confused state of life right now. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm 39, turning 40 this year, no job, no kids, no missus, just a lot of things, no hope in many, many ways, kind of no future, but now for the first time ever, a future health-wise. So it's really hard to think, well, I have no ambition now for money, really, which is probably too much a swing in the other direction. If I'm honest, if I'm analysing myself just live as I think about it, and as I have been doing, I'm not sure it's a healthy thing. Necessarily. I kind of wanted to prove, maybe to myself, maybe to others, I'm not sure, that you can be a valuable person while not being a greedy person, because I kind of equate the whole money to greed. And I guess maybe because I've always been, in a sense, while I've been embarrassed to be so, and admittedly so, a charity case my whole life. I've always, I guess that stereotypical, don't help me, I can do it myself idea does apply to a lot of people who struggle with, let's just say, quote unquote, disabilities in some way. So while I look very able-bodied in many ways, my disability was I couldn't breathe oftentimes, or I had very limited breathing, very restricted breathing, a lot of resistance to my movement. And so I'd look fit and healthy, sound fit and healthy a lot of the time. But yeah, that idea of it made me less than, and I often feel less than. I felt weak, I felt vulnerable, and yet to look at me, no one would ever think that. People would think the opposite. But that's the way the world works, the value of the opposite, like I've said so many times. People who often look more like rough and tough on the outside, it's not that they're not, it's just that they're more vulnerable and scared and anxious and worried on the inside, and so this exterior they build up. And it's that's the thing, this childlike exterior, the front then actually does become full strength. But you can have holes in your psychology and in your anatomy that, a lot of weaknesses. And I feel like potentially this lack of ambition for money, this idea that fuck having another business, it nearly killed me, fuck having people working for me. Also, I don't want people working for me. Like, who the fuck am I to say you should work for me? I've got an amazing idea, I'm great, I'm this, I'm that. I kind of think I don't have that attitude, which again might be an unhealthy thing potentially. So waking up this morning, I've had 2 days off now, I've broken that momentum, and I did genuinely break the momentum because my mind went, who cares, mate? No one gives a shit. No one cares about these videos at all, and so why are you bothering? And the point isn't each individual video, the point is the bigger picture, which is what I'm working towards. So I have to work on me to get there. And so by asking these questions, what is the value of ambition, gets me to think about these things for me, so that eventually I can actually do something of value. I think that's the bigger picture. So that goes back to the moment to moment thing. If we just focus on I want this thing right here, right now, it's often really unhelpful. We do have to zoom out and think about the bigger picture, and this is what the video is about as well, showing 1, 2, 3, go. You don't want to do it, I don't care. You said you're going to do it, so do it. You might lack ambition today, that's okay, do it. You might not be motivated today, that's okay, do it. You might not be feeling this, that's okay, still do it. That's fine. You don't feel like that's okay, do it. I haven't written any notes, that's okay, do it. Just go before you back out, just go. And so I feel like my habits are very ambitious. I have very ambitious habits. I have, the ambition to play piano to a high level, but I don't have the ambition to be the greatest YouTube piano player. I want to play drums to a high level, but I don't have an ambition of being in the band. So my ambitions are more kind of like going back to success. Like, I've had a successful day if I've not felt a lot of pain and if I've breathed well, and that basically means managing my behaviours. Really, that's what it means. Have I managed my behaviours well today? Yes or no? If the answer is yeah, it's been a good day. If the answer is no, I fucked up somewhere. And I think that's the same for all of us. It really is. Often it's just manage our behaviour. Get up when we're supposed to get up. Go to bed. Don't eat this, don't drink this. Do take the walk. Do the run. I don't feel like, no. You don't feel like it before you do it, but you do it and you feel better. You feel grateful that you did it. So this idea, I do have these ambitions. I want to get the fuck out of my house just on my own, and I want to connect with people. I'm scared because connecting with people is going to invite all this illness and chaos and stuff to my life. This life that I've actually now kind of pretty much got to a stable place. So it's weird for me to say it, but yeah, I have stability. I have financial stability. I don't have a lot of money, but I have a house and I have a car and I have places that I go on a week-to-week basis, and I have stable exercise routines. And actually, for the first time in my entire life, as I say, being nearly 40, I'm pretty stable. That's amazing. So this idea of ambition, I have this sense of duty. I feel this sense of duty to the world in many ways, and like I have gifts have been bestowed upon me, that whole blessings and curse things. It's like it's you can look at it as a curse, absolutely, but I am so blessed in so many ways and so grateful in so many ways, and I feel like it would be a not a life worth living, and a life not well lived, there you go, I'm stumbling over my words there, to share it and not give it away, share it. I don't know, yeah, that does make a little bit of difference to the light, doesn't it? I just like how the computer went up. Share, not give away, share my experience. And people have said this is the issue that I've come back to a lot recently. Mate, it's not about you. Fuck how you feel, fuck this and this. People keep telling you. You keep going, oh, why am I getting up every day? What the fuck am I doing? Why, blah, 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 blah. Again, lacking this ambition for money, lacking this ambition for power, lacking this ambition for status, lacking this ambition. Almost going completely the other way, like, fuck all of that shit. It's like, okay, well, you're ambitious in another direction then, mate. What is your ambition? What are you actually trying to get? And honestly, I kind of thought I'd discuss that on this video. I'm not sure I'm going to find the answers, but I'm going to work on it. But completely lost my train of thought. The idea, my daily practices, I guess, going back to the original thing, if my day is, I've not been too painful, not been too much in pain, and I breathe well, I've managed my behaviours, then that to me is a successful day. So I guess my ambition is to live every day in that kind of way, which is no major highs, no major lows, just a nice equal, which again, for me, for my life, I've never just been down that set. It's always been crazy highs, crazy lows, crazy highs. It's been a wild ride. And here, actually, I've sought stability and safety. So I guess that ambition, I'm really living it now. So this ambition to do more, in a way, while I have this drive and this sense of duty, yeah, there's this stuff I need to share with the world. I need to just help to educate in all these ways that I've been educated by life, not by data, not by books, not by school, not by people, but by life kicking the shit out of me every day and me trying to interpret it and then express it and explain it. I always come up with the same result. So I'll come up with an idea, and in weeks or months later, something will come up on a study. Someone's done a 20-year study and it shows this. I'm like, I said exactly the same fucking thing. So I have this ambition clearly to educate. I do 100% have this ambition to educate, but how? I'm not sure. And I think I need to educate myself along the way. So do I want all the money? No, I equate that to greed. Do I need some? Probably. I thought about it. I have this ambition for the Breathe Easy Farm and the Breathe Easy project, in the way that it essentially can take people in who have just had the fucking hardest of times and give them just a chance to sit down and just collect themselves, and then to re-educate them and to reintegrate them as a healthy, beneficial human to themselves and those around. Not a destructive force, but a really building force. I know, if there's a better word, trust me, there's a better word there. But something, rather than being someone that goes around extinguishing other people's lights just because fuck you, the world doesn't give me something, so I'm going to take it away from you. But actually someone who can just go and light other people's candles, that kind of idea, who can help someone up when they fall in and go, I too know what it feels like to be down there. Come, I'll show you. That idea, I definitely have ambition towards that. So I thought, when I was really ill, I thought, wouldn't it be lovely if someone who's dying just sees the good in my project and thinks, I want to give you a farm. Like, yeah, that's a great idea. It's a great idea. It makes a nice movie. But me relying on that is probably really naive and too childlike. And so the idea that, all right, that may happen. It may happen. And weirdly, I was saying to my mate yesterday, no one wants you when you know one. So you can offer your services for free. Now, I don't know who you are. Fuck off, mate. You're nobody. You actually need to be a someone, and then you can pay for your own meals and pay for your own shit. But the weird thing, beautiful irony of life, the value of the opposite is people then give you that shit for free. They want to go, please, you have my free thing. And then I can feel like I've done something for you. I can feel like I've contributed to your cause. So I thought, yeah, actually, weirdly, if I just give me nothing, whatever I give is of no value, then I'm shooting myself in the foot. And then all the people I could potentially help, I'm not going to be able to help them. So I thought, actually, if I make my own money, then I can still buy the farm and someone could give me a farm. And maybe the two could happen. So I get two farms. Yay, start a little franchise. But again, this idea being that I want the money for me. No, I actually want the money for the cause. Okay, so is the ambition of money a bad thing? And I thought, okay, well, not necessarily. So it's how you frame it. And this idea of ambition, to me, is more of a just if you want to learn to do these things, and if you want to be this guy, then every day you need to practice these things and be this guy. So every day you can be successful in your ambitions towards this end goal. But there is no end goal, really. It's just to live as this person, the sort of man that this, the sort of man that that. Be this guy, be that guy. And so that, to me, is a much more appealing ambition. Be the sort of guy who exercises every day. And if not every day, at least 6 days, 6.5 days out of, at least 364 days out of the year, kind of an idea. I want to sort of be the kind of guy that is able to focus and get his head down and shut off. Okay, so practice that. Okay, so I want to be the sort of guy that does have access to these places and these things and these people. Great, okay. So there are a number of ways you can do this. But to me, it's also very important you have the ambition to not be a certain thing, because it's easy as we go along. I want. This is what, I'm striving for this. I'm striving for this. Things can come along and just creep in, and all they need is just the thin end of the wedge, and then they just get in, and before you know it, you've been, kind of hijacked. And that, was it cordyceps? I think it's that fungus that plants itself into the ant and makes itself climb up a tree and just clamp on, and it grows out. Like, we get hijacked, we get limbically hijacked by the world. And so if we're just an ambitious person without a very clear and kind of strict, in many ways, set of goals and guidelines and standards that we operate by, it's very easy for that ambition to be hijacked by other people and steered towards their own ends, which might actually contradict and conflict with your values and beliefs. So it's very important that when you have ambition, you have many other values that go with it. Ambition alone can actually be a really, really dangerous thing. Ambition alone is kind of just an undirected missile, I guess. It could just blow up anywhere. It could just do devastating things. But actually aimed at the right target could be massively beneficial. So ambition is one of these things. It can be absolutely massively healthy, and to be ambitious on the daily is going to get your ass out of bed and get you driving for things. But just be really, really careful as to your ambitions. So today, my ambition is to spend as much time outside as possible. What are your ambitions? Write in the comments.